The United States is witnessing an alarming surge in censorship, as new findings reveal a sharp rise in book and manga bans across public school districts. Among the most targeted works is UCI Matsui's acclaimed Assassination Classroom, which has now been banned over 50 times in a single year, signaling what free speech advocates describe as a dangerous normalization of censorship. According to PN America's 2025 Freedom to Read report, more than 6,800 instances of book bans were recorded between July 2024 and June 2025 across 87 school districts in 23 states. While this marks a decline from the 10,046 bans reported the previous year, the number remains more than double the total recorded in 2022 to 2023. This year's list marks a first in censorship history. A Japanese manga creator has joined the ranks of the most banned authors in the U.S. The Case of Assassination Classroom. Matsui's Assassination Classroom, serialized in weekly Shonen Jump, follows a group of students tasked with assassinating their superpowered alien teacher before he destroys the Earth. Despite its humor and moral underpinnings about perseverance and teamwork, critics have accused the series of glorifying violence and desensitizing young readers. Since its first removal in 2023, when Gifford Middle School in Florida banned 3 volumes, Assassination Classroom has been pulled from shelves in multiple states. Wisconsin's Elmbrook School District and South Carolina's Horry County Schools followed suit in 2024, citing concerns about the use of firearms and violent imagery. In total, 54 separate bans have been issued against the series within the last 12 months. The backlash is part of a broader cultural pattern. Advocacy groups and parents, often affiliated with conservative movements, have increasingly pushed for restrictions on books they deem inappropriate or harmful to children, targeting LGBTQ+ and diverse narratives. The scrutiny has not been limited to violent themes. Titles depicting LGBTQ+ experiences have faced heightened censorship as well. Florida's Brevard County School Board banned Sasaki and Mayano, a BL, boys love, manga, even after a review committee recommended keeping it available. Board members claimed the series promoted offensive content, equating queer representation with explicit sexual material. This reflects a troubling national trend. Florida once again leads the country in book bans, recording 2,304 removals, followed by Texas, 1,781, and Tennessee, 1,622. Many of these bans have occurred under the influence of political groups advancing anti-DEI and anti-LGBTQ+ agendas. Manga and the broader war on expression. Assassination Classroom is far from alone. Other popular manga such as My Hero Academia, Soul Eater, One Piece, and Fairy Tail have also been targeted in various districts over inappropriate content. Between July 2022 and September 2023, at least 15 manga titles were challenged or banned in U.S. schools, marking the genre as a growing front in America's culture wars. The normalization of censorship. PEN America's report warns that this wave of restrictions is not just a passing trend, but a systematic campaign threatening core democratic values. Censorship pressures have expanded and escalated, said Casey Meehan, director of the organization's Freedom to Read program. We're seeing lists of banned materials mislabeled as explicit, directives to avoid buying certain titles, and laws that create confusion among educators. This has led to an everyday, almost casual, normalization of censorship. Sabrina Beta, a senior manager for the same program, emphasized the political roots of this movement. She linked the rise in censorship to ongoing efforts by certain political factions to reshape public education. There's a clear culture of censorship being fueled by national politics, Beta said. Teachers and librarians are operating under fear of losing funding, facing harassment, or worse, being investigated for their choices. Freedom at risk. As the bans continue to spread, PEN America warns that the implications reach far beyond libraries. The growing censorship climate undermines students' ability to think critically and access diverse perspectives, effectively narrowing the scope of education itself. The freedom to read, Beta concluded, is being chilled across the nation. When we restrict what students can access, we are not protecting them. We are depriving them of the chance to engage with the complexity of the world. In a country that has long championed free expression, the steady rise in book and manga bans suggests a troubling paradox. America's fight for moral purity may be costing it the very freedoms it claims to defend.